Hello, this is Kenji, and today's topic is missing Japan. So I had a friend and a student who was studying in Japan about 4 years. She was going to a university in Japan, and after some time she decided to go back to her home country, which was in Australia, right? And at first she was feeling really excited about going back home. She really missed her friends and family, and she really missed that connection among strangers on the street, and she also missed many restaurants and cuisines from Australia, so she was happy about going back home. But then I heard from her after she was back in Australia, and she was telling me that she was feeling a little bit off about being back home. She was happy, but she was feeling a little bit off. And then I thought about what I was reading up on the internet, which is something called post-Japan depression. It is kind of a joke, but post-Japan depression is basically a state of mind of a person who left Japan and they feel some sort of anxiety or sadness. And I wanted to talk about that today because as a Japanese teacher, I found that topic quite interesting, and maybe it's worth investigating, right? So personally, what I think about post-Japan depression is it's basically a reverse culture shock, right? And what is reverse culture shock? So reverse culture shock is, it can be divided into 3 categories, right? So the first category is honeymoon period. So this is basically when she was feeling excited about going back home, and she was having big expectations and hope of rekindling with her own country, right? But then there comes the shock phase or shock period, right? That's when people feel quite strange, anxiety, sadness, all these negative emotions, because they are having to adjust to the culture again, right? In her case, she's trying to adjust from Japanese culture to Australian culture again, and the language. Then the third phase is basically a stable and steady phase. This is when individuals feel quite okay being back in their home country, right? And I wanted to try to find what might work best when it comes to dealing with post-Japan depression, or what's called reverse culture shock. And personally, I think it's important to give time, right? Because I saw this study about acculturation, and what it showed was that people who are trying to get accustomed to culture, new culture, goes through these phases, right? So they feel stress and they feel quite okay. They feel stressed again, they feel okay. And it goes upwards by spiral, slowly, right? And it takes some time to do that, I think. It just can't be done within a week or 2. I think it takes about 6 months, a year, and I think it might just be depends on people, right? So today I wanted to just kind of talk about post-Japan depression, aka reverse culture shock, and how you might want to deal with it, which is to give yourself some time and understand that in the end you are going to get accustomed to your home country, and you might be able to deal with all these negative emotions about not being able to be in Japan and being in your home country and trying to adjust to your own culture again. So this is a rather short video because it's a little bit windy and it's starting to rain a little bit, so I'm going to finish the video here. But if you watched this far, please hit the like button and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.